Hey, episode 2.
Yeah.
With me, Michael.
And me, Liam. As always.
As always, I don't think it's ever really going to change.
Well, it'll change if we invite someday.
I suppose. A couple of things that I would like to mention is, due to poor research on, I would say, both parts, mine and yours.
No, it's just you.
Okay, fine then. It's just me. I realised recently that there's another podcast called the Random Gaming Podcast. And I would like to say we are in no way affiliated with them. And it's honestly just a coincidence that the names are similar.
Yep, we're putting on our business hat here.
Yeah.
Our very political and very non-damaging to us speech.
So, please don't sue us or whatever.
They can't sue, they don't own the name. And our name's not the same, it's Random Gamers, not Gaming. It's very
similar that you could be...
We probably can't use... Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
We probably can't be RGP, so we'll just Random Gamer Podcast.
Yeah, okay. So, remember, it's gamers. You know, we're the Random Gamers, and this is our podcast.
Yeah, we aren't gamers. We're gamers.
Yeah, I suppose.
You could get confused.
Some of us aren't, but...
Yeah, me.
Okay, I think that's all we need to get out of the way, really.
Yeah, about 2 minutes.
Oh, almost. Another thing is, in episode 1 we said episodes Monday and Friday, but due to the amount of work we have for school, it might not be possible to fit that in.
It'll be Monday, and if we feel like doing another one, we'll probably do it.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, maybe Tuesday because I might be lazy and not edit this at all on Monday when we record.
So just expect it on a Monday to Tuesday. Yeah. That's our time. It's GMT, eh?
Yeah, Greenwich Mean Time or something. Median time or something. I don't know, medium mode.
So pretty
much. That masquerade.
That was just anyway. Right. Start getting into it.
Yeah, so you have anything you want to say? Like how was your weekend?
Weekend was good.
Good, nice.
Sat back, relaxed.
Did you play any more of that Pokemon ROM hack?
Yeah, it was
yeah.
Most annoying thing ever. Fire Red Omega, it's called. It's pretty much a harder version of Fire Red, which you can do in 5 up to Generation 5. So it's just there.
I thought it was Generation 4.
I'm pretty sure it's up to Generation 5.
Generation 5's like black and white though.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's up to alright, up to Generation 4. It doesn't contain black and white stuff.
No.
It's
or black and white too stuff.
Yeah.
That's old school, man. That's old school.
Yeah, pretty much. But another thing is I got to Elite 4, beat them. Then, because of how Fire Red is, it's like, when you beat the Elite 4, it saves your game, puts you to the title screen, then you load it up and you can play through more of the game. My Virtual Game Boy Advance doesn't save Fire Red, so I can't, after beating Elite 4, I just can't...
And you can't load it back in.
Yeah. I can't load it into the game. Because I went back onto a save state where I wasn't in a fight, looked at the save file, it was the save file after I beat the Elite 4. So, pretty much I've just went, I would have got all my things up to level 100, so I would have beat the Elite 4 twice, I would have done all the stuff in the Sevi Islands, so I've done it all.
Yeah.
Yep. And another... Yeah, you can go.
Oh, okay. So are you excited for the new Pokemon games, X and Y? Gen 6?
No.
No.
I haven't, I stopped playing them, I played like Diamond and Pearl, that was it. And even then I didn't like them that much.
Well, Diamond and Pearl were alright. Black, like Generation 4, it's alright, but it's real weird because, you know, you don't know any of the Pokemon, so it's like... They're not as familiar as the other ones.
Yep.
So it's more of like a more of a mystery because you don't know everything about every Pokemon. But I'm actually kind of looking forward to it, probably because I've got a 3DS.
Oh yeah, didn't I?
Yeah, so
I want to play the Fire Emblem game, which I mentioned the last time, I believe.
You mentioned Fire Emblem, but I don't think...
I'm pretty sure I mentioned I wanted to play the newest one, but anyway. Yeah. We're not going to go into that, because it's a Fire Emblem game. If you really want to ken it, just Google Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yes, it is. I just checked.
Anyway.
So... Dead Space... not Dead Space, that's a completely different game. Left 4 Dead 3, there's like a website that's randomly appeared with like a counter, like a countdown to Left 4 Dead 3.
Yep.
I'll see if I can find it here to tell you what it's at the moment of recording.
I do know that it's like, there's been a lot of news about it, and it's pretty much like guaranteed.
Yeah, oh, that's LK4. Oh no, here we go. Don't keyboard. So apparently, if you believe this counter, something to do with Left 4 Dead 3 is gonna be happening in about 2 days and 7 hours. Which, you know, if you're smart, you can actually work out what time we're recording this at. But yeah, so do you think it's fake or do you think it's legit?
Well, there was like, I do remember there was a thing that was a...
Like, have you seen the website?
Yeah, I'm on it right now.
Yeah, it I don't know, it looks kind of legit, to be honest.
It doesn't look that legit.
Well, it does, because it's got like the Valve logo and the Steam logo at the bottom, and it's like, it looks pretty legit.
That ain't that hard to do.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you think Valve would have taken it down if it wasn't, like, if it was just some random person using their logo and that.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's like, for what everything I've heard about it, it seems like it is legit. If it's no, then aye, whatever. Honestly, Left 4 Dead 3, I will be enjoyed by it, but like everybody I can, like they wouldn't be playing it.
Yeah, probably, but like there was a big thing about Half-Life 3 was apparently leaked because like some people went on a tour of.
No, it was Half-Life 3 like assets. It was they had done tests or something with it.
And then apparently like one of the voice actors for Half-Life said that he doesn't know anything about it, so
yeah,
it's
it was
probably not happening.
They say it's on like this is coming second hand. God, memory work. Pretty much, I think it was there was something wrong that like they didn't want it. Oh, it was the characters, how they look at you when you walk around or something. It was like couldn't they do that or something, and so they weren't continuing it. That and the fact that Valve have got a lot to deal like they're doing. I mean, they've got an entire Steam for Jesus Christ. It's like Steam. That's going to take up a lot of time. They're also making Left 4 Dead 3 apparently.
Maybe, I don't know. Would you think this is a countdown to like them announcing it, or do you think it's just going to have randomly appear in like shops in a couple of days?
Well, nah, it'd be them announcing it, because
that would be, I actually would think that would be really cool if it was just like, just overnight just appeared.
Well, nah, because it's advertising. You need the advertising to make the sales.
I'm pretty sure this is just advertising enough.
True, but it's like, where's it coming out on? It would probably be on Steam and folk would be chatting it, but it's just, you can generate a lot more if they announce it. I reckon it's Valve, you reckon what they're doing.
Yeah, Valve are pretty cool company.
Pretty cool.
They're damn very cool.
I've got Steam and all, Steam's glory.
Yeah, Steam's pretty good. I don't know, I'll check how many games I've got, but...
Yeah.
I've spent like 50 quid on Steam, and I've got 52 games.
Yeah, I've got 88.
Alright, just brag with it.
And most of them are just packs.
Yeah, well, like, the packs are really good on Steam.
Because it was before I only had my laptop, and I couldn't play any game, so I just bought indie game packs.
That's what I used to think, but, you know, I can run, like like New Vegas and like Left 4 Dead and.
Oh yeah, my
TF2.
laptop couldn't run anything. Really, it was horrible. But yeah, I played a lot of indie games for that. I played, well, Super Meat Boy for that. I finished that game.
Is that indie? I didn't think it was indie.
It's an indie game, aye. What do you mean it's not indie? It's made by...
I said I didn't know. I didn't think it was indie, but
it was made by Edmund Macmillan.
That name doesn't.
What? Do you know nothing about indie games? Come on, man.
Quick, Liam, run out to the ice cream van. I can hear it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's loud. Anyway, go on, man. Edmund Macmillan, made Super Meat Boy, made Binding Isaac. He was like, I'm pretty sure he was in the indie game, the movie.
Was he? I'm pretty sure. I know Phil Fish was in it, in that film.
I'm almost certain he was in it, because he was one of the main folk for it.
I'll IMDb it, right? IMDb.
Anyway,
I just want to say one of the best websites ever made.
Yeah, IMDb, sponsor us.
Please, just send us money. we don't own IMDb, by the way.
I wish I did, man. That'd be a decent amount of money getting in.
Well, probably. Jonathan Blow was in it. Phil Fish. Phil Fish is he made Fez.
Yeah.
Edmund Macmillan.
Told you.
Is in it. Well, I'm not a big indie person, really.
Yeah, neither am I, but I can that.
Yeah, he directed Super Meat Boy, wrote Super Meat Boy.
He done most of it.
He got a special thanks in Dust and Elysian Tale.
Yeah,
okay.
Super Meat Boy. I'll just explain it for those who don't know. And for those who don't know, get on the internet and learn things.
Yeah.
Anyway, Super Meat Boy, it's a platformer, which is pretty hellish. It's pretty much you get to this bandage girl who was kidnapped by a fetus in a jar. Sounds stupid.
And it doesn't sound stupid, it just sounds weird.
Yeah, and pretty much you have to get through it, dodging saws, doing like platforming jumps.
It's all. Is it not quite a bit? It's more like vertical platforming, though, isn't it? Instead of just you're just going right.
Well, it's like yes, technically. Well, it's pretty much get to the end. There can be saws chasing you. There'll be saws in your way. You can go left and right.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's not like Mario. It's always like the levels like horizontal, but in Super Meat Boy the levels are more vertical.
Yeah, well,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, you do get a lot of different levels. The game is good, because it's the type of game that's challenging, but no the type of game that's it's your fault challenging. Like, the controls are good. Like, if you muck up, you can, it's like, it's not your fault.
It's normally like bad, like the controls are just bad.
But for Super Meat Boy, it's damn it.
Yeah, like, that's what I don't really like about Dark Souls or whatever. Like, it's just like, I know it's my fault. You know, I know I shouldn't have just tried to charge into this group of enemies. But, it just be at least a little bit forgiving. And then it just kicks you in the face and just says, no, it's your own fault, deal with it.
Yeah, but that shows you cannot compare that to Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy is the type of thing, it's like every level is like fast, it's like under 10, 20 seconds. And like, so if you fuck up,
really?
You can you're just quickly into it, you know, it's just like, you're in. Try it again, try it again, try it again. You know, it's fast paced and it's good, it's twitchy. That's alright.
I kind of like fast-paced games. Like I know Dead Space 3 got a lot of criticism for it was like more actiony, so it would appeal to like more people.
Yeah,
but it's still a fun game.
But yeah, no, that's the thing with Dead Space is you hate specific types of game. Like if I want to play a shooter action game, then I'll go find an action game like that. But Dead Space, the first one was a horror. Second one, kinda. It wasn't as much.
It wasn't scary though.
Well, yeah, really. But its main premise was a horror. It was meant to be a horror.
So it was like
you can't just
horror game.
Yeah, it's changed it. So it's like for folk who want a survival horror game, it's crap. If you want like a wee action game, it's all right.
Yeah. So it just kind of depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, it's just how it is, you know. It's just it's like if you're expecting a sequel to Dead Space, it's a new game.
Yeah, I would say that it does like carry on. It still like finishes up the story and explains like quite a few things.
But it's not. Yeah, it'd be like if Amnesia, the newest sequel, Machine for Pigs.
Yeah, I saw that. Is that out or is that?
I think it's out. It might be a pre-order right now. I'll check the Steam. But pretty much, it'd be if that game just came out as a kind shooter.
Pre-purchase, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually pretty good. It's 20% off pre-purchase.
It's decent. It's only a tenner.
I probably won't buy it. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to say what the specs are for. But
yeah, that's the type of thing. Like, it's Dead Space 3 it's just a continuation.
I wouldn't say it's as bad as like Resident Evil 6 was just like. It wasn't even a Resident Evil game. It was just a third-person shooter game.
There's one thing Resident Evil 6 did well, and that was you can move with the knife. Took six games for that to happen, and the series to die.
Could you not do that in 5?
No, you couldn't.
I haven't played 5, so I don't know. But
yeah, I played it. A lot of folks said it was crap. I understand it, because it's not a continuation of the horror. It's a lot more actiony. The game in itself, I thought it was alright, you know. I've got it on the Xbox, played it through with multiplayer, all the difficulties. Got like the infinite rocket launcher. That's hilarious, by the way. Just any boss, like you can't actually take out every boss just with rocket launchers. And I bought the rocket launchers, so all the bosses we just. It was like somebody else said, we just shot the rocket, he shot a rocket, there we go, we're done.
Wow. Yeah.
And the final boss in that game, spoiler alert for about a minute.
I'll put like a big spoiler alert thing, and then like you mute the video until the spoiler alert banner goes away.
Yeah, pretty much the final boss is Wesker, as people know, and it's...
Didn't see that one coming.
The game, like, before, it's pretty much you. It's you, and you have to fight him. And the way you do it is you have to, like, knock off lights and shoot him for a distance or something, where, like, get him, like, stunned with a rocket launcher. Then run up and, like, inject him with a thing or something like that. Oh. The funny thing you can do with it is, I ran up to him and you can do, like, a certain combo and just continue to smack him. I kept doing that. I'd done it, like, 50 times. Then I pretty much legged it across the place, shot the rocket, ran up. Oh, that's what you do. You shoot the rocket, he catches it. You then shoot the rocket in when he's got it, and it blows up. And you have to do that like twice to do it. But I had kicked him enough, so I shot the rocket, shot it out at him, legged it there, got him. And I spent like an hour just punching him. It was completely stupid. There was no need for it, but I just wanted to do it for the sheer banner. The game is retarded at the end because the guy punches a boulder.
Oh yeah, that's Chris, eh?
Chris punches a massive boulder, looks like the size of a house. Just punches it.
Would you say that's the spoiler over?
Yeah, spoiler there. At 18:38.
And that's how I lost my virginity.
Of course, that's how you'd end it. Oh.
Nervous erection reaches vagina, and that's how I lost my virginity. That's Eve Abridged. You should watch it. I'll put a link in the description.
Yep, Eve Abridged.
Yeah, they've got a 3.0 out on the guy's YouTube channel.
Oh, I never noticed that. Should probably mention the guy's YouTube channel is Giguk.
Giguk. He does like anime reviews.
Yep.
And he also has like AZ rants, which is like where he just talks about like
AZ.
something.
Yeah, AZ stands for Anime Zone, I believe.
I think so. And he also does a podcast called Podtaku. If you want to go and listen to it. If you'd rather listen to their podcast rather than ours,
Yeah, I would just go crawling into the corner then.
So yeah, link in the description.
Right, now I am going to talk about a couple games I've played, just again. This is a game that pretty much a couple years ago I had like a disc that had like loads of demos of games on it. And
from the magazine,
for the magazines. Pretty much why the games was called Project Nomad. pretty much the game is you have an island where you can build like a turrets, power plants, like and all that, and pretty much you fly this island around. It's not as good as you would think.
You fly the island around?
Yeah, but it's not like you have full control. It's you point to where you want to go, like why the points. It's like pretty much you have 3 ways to go. Go to number 1, 2, or 3, and your island flies that way. But I like the game because you get through it the first wee bit. You can pick up a power plant. It's like this wee hang on the ground, and on that island you can find a jetpack thing. It's amazing. It's infinite flying around, nice. And it's just full. It's so good. You just fly around the place under islands, on top of them, and there's actually spires like on top of them. There will be like a secret turret thing. Well, no turret, a building, secret building. Right, okay. It's so fun. Oh yeah, nah. There is like special, like different turrets.
No. Yeah, they should put jetpacks in like every game. Like no matter what the game is, just put a jetpack in.
Definitely. San Andreas, best GTA ever, just for the sheer fact that you can get a jetpack.
Yeah, well I don't know, I mean a lot of people say that it's not like in the Vice City, or Grand Theft Auto 3 Vice City and San Andreas, like it's probably the worst, because the map's like too big, but like that's probably one of the reasons I like it, because
it was good.
Yeah, like I like having like a big map to explore. Like that's one of the reasons I really like Just Cause 2. Because the map in that is ridiculously huge. It's not as bad as Fuel, which is like a free roam driving game, and the map is like. I watched like I suppose like a let's play on it, where it's just like these guys were driving from one corner to the other, and the entire video was like 2 hours long, and these cars are going at like 100 kilometers an hour or something, or 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so like at that speed, that's like well 200 kilometers or something diagonally across. That's just it's a bit too big, probably.
That's the thing. It's just like that's what she said. Anyway.
All right. Yeah. Well.
Anyway. Yeah.
Don't want to brag, but
there's only games like that. But I never actually played much of the Project Nomad. I just remembered it, and I was like, oh, I should figure out that game. I got it, played it a wee bit, and it was good. The thing about games just being like too big, I would say like nah, because in reality it's like, oh, it's too big. It's like, well then it just you choose how much to explore. I mean,
well, yeah, I suppose. I see what you mean.
It's like it can never be too big, because eventually it's like, just say I reckon like a map that's just a kilometre by a kilometre, so a kilometre squared. Anyway.
Yeah.
But pretty much with that, it's like eventually you're going to explore it and you're going to get bored. If the map is 100 kilometres by 100 kilometres, then it's not the same, because pretty much you could explore a 1 kilometre by 1 kilometre area, then you've got more. You have 100 of those areas. You've probably got more actually. You've probably got like 1 million. It's 100 by 100, which is 1,000, 10,000, 10,000.
Is it 10,000? Yeah.
Jesus Christ, simple math.
Yeah, one game that I would say nailed free roam is Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2. The map wasn't too big.
That was amazing, that game.
It wasn't too small. The free roam was just great. Like, just swinging about New York, it was just like, this is just great.
But I'm pretty sure if
like a stupid sig mission to catch some wee kid's balloon, it's like, keep hold of your balloon.
I'm pretty sure if we played it again, it wouldn't be that good.
Yeah, it's probably just like nostalgia, but.
And then the game's not that old.
The PlayStation 2 is like pretty old. Like, when did the PlayStation 2 come out? I'll Google it.
Well, I guess technically, the PS4 and Xbox One are coming out in, so.
I mean, the Xbox is like 10 years.
See, that's the thing. I didn't even see that even like the GameCube. I didn't think it is old. It seems quite new, because it's still the games on it are still good. Like, I could play any on the PS2, I started playing. What was it? It was a game. It was a game. What was the game? It was Yu-Gi-Oh! It was a Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses.
Okay.
It's a pretty decent game. I'm not going to explain it all because that would take hours. I mean, seriously, the game.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. So.
It's not a complicated game, like the battling, but it's different, and I can't explain things I just can't explain it.
So the PlayStation 2 released in Japan. It released in 2000 March, and then later on in the same year, it was released in North America and Europe. So
it's 13 years old.
13 years old.
It's not actually
that's quite old for a console.
Yeah, for a console it's old. And I just realised, like, we've had one mere console. 13 years, one other console.
Well, we've had the PlayStation 3, but you have to remember the PlayStation 4's coming out this year. So that's two consoles in that time. And then we've had the Xbox came out after the PS2, didn't it?
I reckon. Probably.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I played. I've got loads of games for my PS2 because there was so many games for it. Like the games I've got, I'm just going to list off 3. I've got Enter the Matrix, LMA Manager 2003, and Buzz the Music Quiz. That's 3 different games. One is like a action fighty game that's based on the Matrix. One's a football manager game, and one's a music quiz game. Like,
they're quite different. Which is one of the things, the new Xbox, like the new consoles that are coming the next generation, they're not gonna have if they had the backwards compatibility, when they release, they would have a lot of titles that you could just play straight away, along with the launch titles. But because there isn't any backwards compatibility, or I don't think there was at the time of recording.
Yeah, there isn't, as far as we can.
Yeah, so it's just you're going to have a handful of games.
That is actually complete bullcrap. It's stupid to hate that. I hated it for the PS3. I hated it for that. It's stupid. There's no point.
The PS3 launched backwards compatibility, but they
changed it.
They changed it, which is
it's stupid.
There was something coming up with your audio, Liam.
Is there?
Yeah.
Is it fine now?
No. Technical difficulties, please bear with us. I might edit this out. If I haven't, I'm lazy.
Alright,
how many people...
Alright.
Yeah, I think it's fixed. How many people are actually going to watch this anyway? We at the moment of recording, we've got 18 views on our other one, so...
Yeah. And only 3 subscribers, 2 of which are us.
No, Liam. No. What are you talking about? We don't have any.
But it's not like they can check who's subscribed to this channel and...
Yeah, so if you're listening,
subscribe, please.
Subscribe, tell your friends about us.
Just so we can get folk to at least... comment just to tell us anything that's bad. Because honestly, Michael wants to make this better. I didn't care. But it's just who I am. Anyway, he wants to can, so send him
for the
all the hate mail.
Send me pictures of your dicks or something, I don't care.
Yeah, because he's really into that.
Yeah, because we've only got one comment from this one guy, I don't know.
If you're a woman and want to send pictures of your...
Alright, Liam.
Sexual organs, just send it to me.
Okay, Liam, right. We don't know what kind of audience we're getting on this, so... Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's it, anyway.
No.
Oh, yeah. Send dick pics to him. Aye, that's fine.
Well, I'm
double standard there. Men are fine with people saying that, women aren't.
Whatever. But I also, I mentioned something on a forum, just get a bit more, because there's, this specific forum, where it's just you can promote your crap here, so, I think that might have got us one view or something.
One view.
Right,
raking it in.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
So about your Aves, right? Your aviators, right?
What about them?
Yeah, I was watching the newest episode of Ruby, and yeah, one of the main characters, like, they all get, like, launched off, like, a platform, so, like, in midair, she puts on, like, aviators, and I'm like, that's Liam. It just reminded me of you. I was like, yep.
Oh, so I'm a woman now, aye?
Well, yeah, okay. If you're into that.
I'm not into that.
Okay.
I don't want to be a woman.
I would say, you know...
No, didn't go into this. This is not something we want to go into.
Okay.
Anyway,
I apologize.
yeah.
So gaming. So I've
Another...
been playing...
No, you can go.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 recently.
Oh, seriously.
So, yeah, that's because Ross started playing it, and I was like, hey, I'll play with you. Okay.
Hey!
Hey, girl!
Yeah, that's actually how he talks to Ross, because they're both
Right, well, you're kind of sounding a bit homophobic here.
I'm not homophobic. People can be gay. I just ask you don't do gay acts in front of me, because I find it uncomfortable.
I also find it uncomfortable when two people are,
Doing the nasty.
No. No, it's just like, you know... I don't like to say getting with.
Well, yeah, it's just like two dudes
It's just anyone. I don't care. It doesn't matter if it's just two dudes or like a dude and a girl. It's just like, I don't want you to do that in public in front of me.
Well, yeah, just no anything like hugely.
Yeah.
Like just like a kiss is fine.
Well, you know, yeah, okay, maybe.
That's just like, no, you're not allowed to do anything, because I don't show it off in front of me, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, don't rub it in. So,
actually, because we're on the hanging relationships, a YouTuber I follow, he pretty much proposed to his girlfriend.
Who's this? Which YouTuber is this?
Philip DeFranco.
Philip DeFranco? I will do some research.
He's pretty popular. Anyway.
So is it Philip D. Franco or D.E. Franco?
D.
Okay.
But yeah, it's his channel is SXE Phil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. It was pretty cool. Like he had a show in Arizona, and pretty much he got one of the folk to ask a question about like marriage, and he proposed that. I thought it was just like, damn, that was good. Especially the guy on it was just like, oh shit. It was just like, oh, he just went there.
Yeah, I actually think on Twitter, that she posted like something about that. I think anyway, and it was retweeted by someone I follow.
It's pretty. You know, I saw it and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah,
that's a pretty decent.
Yeah, like, have you seen, like, there's a lot of people, cause last year I got, like, the gaming, Guinness Book of Gaming Records or whatever, and, one of them was like, oh, people have, like, Minecraft, pardon me, people have Minecraft weddings. I'm like, really?
That actually reminds me
a Minecraft-themed wedding? Like,
see, you mentioned Minecraft wedding, and that actually reminds me of an anime I watched. It's called Bitoom.
Bitoom, okay.
Yeah, the Preston's Hymn. I think I might have mentioned it before, but
I don't think so. I haven't.
Yeah, well, pretty much it's folk who are in like there's a game. It's like based as a game called Bitoom where you just run around blowing folk up with bombs, and that's all you've got. You've only got bombs. Right, and pretty much the developers of the game go mental and grab loads of folk and put them on an island with the bombs, and pretty much play the game. And the funny in the game, the guy actually got married to another player.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
That does seem pretty weird.
Yeah.
Speaking of anime, have you seen or heard of Sword Art Online?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. I watched that Gig guy. I watched his review on it, or I think it was a reaction.
I've actually read the light novel. Not all of it.
So what's it like?
It's quite good. I liked it.
Right.
I mean, it's not like the biggest, total amazing thing that folk do say it is. It's like, it's alright. I mean, I've read a couple of light novels, and the thing is that I take away is, it's not like overly complex. I just assume it is from the Japanese to English translation. So when you read it, it's like, didn't expect anything hugely complex about it, if you read it.
Yeah, so...
But it's a good story. One thing I didn't like about the light novels, the one that I read, I didn't know what it was about it, but, like, for the basis of Sword Art Online, it's pretty much they're stuck in a virtual world. That's it.
Well, is it not like an MMO? But
Yeah,
like
it's a virtual
reality.
It's a virtual reality MMO, and they get stuck in it, because the guy who made it was just like, you're all stuck in it now, beat this massive tower, and you'll lose it. And pretty much they're in it for like 2 years.
Yeah, like this to fight their way up their different levels. But
Yeah.
is that not where the quote, like, people die if they're killed comes from?
No. That comes from something totally different.
Right.
That comes from what I believe to be what is it? It's Fate. It's for the Fate. It's Fate Zero. The anime of that, because the guy comes in, just like, people die if they are killed. It's like, well done.
Yeah. Well, you know, some people come back to life, like Jesus. He came back to life, whether, if you believe that, I suppose. I mean,
if you're Christian.
Well, even then, like, some people just say, like, alright, might have been a dude, and he might have came back to life.
Alright, it might have been a dude. Alright, it might have been a dude. But I'm not too sure about that.
I mean, he might not have been the son of God, but he might have existed.
Oh no, he did exist. It's pretty much guaranteed it existed. What's argued is not his existence. I mean, that's argued, but some folk didn't understand it. What's argued is what he's done.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
look, we're not going to go into that, because that opens a hell can of worms, and I'm by the belief, if it is true that God does exist, then I didn't want to follow him, because he's a hypocrite. Because I didn't feel that a type of person who would give us free will, then condemn us for not doing what he says, is worthy of my respect.
Yeah,
so,
I see what you mean, yeah.
You might argue with that, but I'm not going to be changed with that. Honestly, if I go to hell...
I mean, God's based on faith, and you can't really have faith if you don't have free will.
I've thought about this a lot, just kind of... I didn't need somebody to tell me what's right and what's wrong, because I can what's right and what's wrong, and I always try and
it's kind of like, you should do what's right because it's right, not because you're going to go to hell if you don't.
Yeah, that, and I just hate. Even if I have solid proof God does exist, and you're gonna go to hell if you don't believe in him and do what he says, I just kind of didn't want to, in spite of him.
Yeah, there's like a thing, because I recently watched the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy film. By the way, Martin Freeman in that is pretty good. I forgot he was in that. Actually.
Martin Freeman.
Yeah, he plays John Watson in the Sherlock series.
I didn't watch that.
And he plays Bilbo Baggins in the new Hobbit trilogy film.
No. Right.
Yeah, he's pretty good in that. But yeah, there's like a quote where it's saying like, there's this fish where if you stick it in your ear, it you can automatically understand like any language, and then it's got like this quote in it where it's like, people say that this couldn't have happened unless it was intelligent design, so that's proof that God exists. But then there's something like, you know, if there's proof that God exists, then there isn't any faith. So, and if there's no faith, then God doesn't actually exist. I don't know. I just thought it was like pretty weird.
Well, we're not. We're going into it. We need to stop going into it.
We're not going to go into religion, but on a kind of tangent, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is a book by some author. You can Google it, or I don't know the author's name. I'll put a link in the description. It's a good book. I think anyone who can read should read it at some point in their lives. And also the film's pretty good.
I thought the film was quite... It was... I rewatched the film, like, this film is not so insubstantial. It's like, it's a film to be funny. It's just that's it. There's no like overarching story.
I thought it was pretty good because it's got like Bill Nye in it. It's got
I'm pretty sure it's got Zoe Deschanel or something. I
Yeah.
believe that's her name.
yeah, it's Zoe Deschanel. It's got the bad guy from Iron Man. Well, not the bad Russian guy, but the bad American guy from Iron Man 2.
Because it's always Russian.
You know, like
Yeah, the only reason I can Zoe Deschanel is because she's in a TV series called New Girl.
Yeah,
That's it.
I've
That's
actually watched a couple episodes of that.
That's quite good. I like it.
Yeah. You know, it's all right, but it's also got Stephen Fry. He narrates it, I think.
What?
Stephen Fry narrates the film.
I didn't think it. Well, does he?
I'll IMDb it because IMDb is the best website ever of all time. By the way, we're not sponsored by IMDb. That's just my personal opinion.
I wish we were. Anyway,
just anybody, if you want to give us money, that would be great.
Yeah, if you just won the lottery and you want to give us a couple million, sure, go ahead.
Hold on.
Just contact us. We'll send you details for an account to set up.
Bill Bailey is in it apparently as well. Zoe Deschanel, Bill Nye, narrator. Yeah, Stephen Fry is the narrator.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I mean, Zoe Deschanel, pretty much, I only noticed she was in, like, films. Like, I noticed she was in it, but I never noticed, like that was how she is, until I saw New Girl. So, like, I was, like, rewatching, like, Yes Man, I'm like, holy shit, that's her. Oh,
there's quite a lot of, there's, like, a few actresses, or not a few, but a couple actresses that look like her, but I can't name them off the top of my head.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I can, I'll search it up. People who look like, Zoe, here we go. Automatically completed to, people who look like Zoe Deschanel.
I feel like this isn't going to bring up the best pictures.
You know, it probably isn't, but, apparently she looks like Xena the Warrior Princess.
Alright.
Okay, that was probably not the best website to go on. Katy Perry, maybe. I think. Yeah, I would say, like,
oh, yeah.
from a men and women, she kind of looks like each other. Yeah, they look similar.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see that, but it's like a quick glance you might, but like if you've not really, you've kind of seen them, you're like, she kind of looks like that. But if you actually have seen them like multiple films,
Yeah.
you'll be able to tell the difference easily.
So I still haven't seen Pacific Rim yet, but I want to see it.
I kind of want to see it, but I kind of don't care.
It's giant robots beating up alien giant monsters. Like, that's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, it is like there was a thing that a YouTuber, big YouTuber, Polaris, known as TGS, formerly. They did like a video thing. It was just like they had made like an actual like suit, and I was like, this is training. It was hilarious, actually hilarious. You should check them out. A lot of folk were giving them crap because PewDiePie does a couple of videos on it. Honestly, I can get past that. If you really didn't like them that much, didn't watch them. The other folk are really funny. Anyway, yeah, I've wanted to see Pacific Rim because it's like seems alright.
yeah, it seems alright. Kick-Ass 2 also seems pretty good. I saw the first one. I really liked the first one.
I never really liked the first one. I thought it was alright. I never liked it that much. Like, I'm trying to remember it, and it didn't seem like nothing really jumps out. It was just an alright film to me. Second one, I do want to see it eventually, just to like, because it does look quite good.
But I don't know, Kick-Ass 2. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I suppose it's kind of hard to like market it. Like, you can't have it on like an advert for it on daytime TV because the villain's called the Motherfucker. It's just like...
That's the best name for a villain in the history of ever.
I don't know, there might be like one or two that are probably better.
No, I ken there's actually like a website for pretty much like superheroes who are just like there. Like there's like one that's there is an actual comic about a superhero who pretty much goes, he's like everything, all the expectations,
Your big boy words.
all the expectations are too much, and he goes mental and starts killing everybody. I've not seen it, I just heard about it and I was just like, damn, that sounds good. But pretty much, yeah, that's it's like, superhero names are just random, like there's like, Inconvincible or something.
Inconvincible.
It's like stupid, it's like, what? Why is that a name? Anyway.
Well, there's like, I'm not sure if you noticed, there's a Captain Marvel, a super called Captain Marvel in Marvel, and there's also a Captain Marvel that's DC, and there's like the whole thing about that. It's like
that's just hilarious. Captain Marvel DC and Captain Marvel the Marvel. Wow.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. What would you say is better? Like what would you say is better, the Avengers or the Justice League?
Well, better in terms of variety and just how they are. The one with Iron Man in it. What is it called again?
The Avengers.
Yeah, the Avengers are better. If they were fighting the Justice League, they've got Superman. I mean, come on, he's invincible.
Well, yeah, but and then again, like, who's to say that Iron Man wouldn't have a little store of
Oh no! Kryptonite. If we're in the same, why would he hate kryptonite? Really?
No, because in the comics though, in the later comics, and I haven't read the comics. I just, for some reason, I went online and looked at all the different like armor variants to see like what each one was, and it took me to like this thing where it was every like armor variant that he designed in the comics, and then in the later comics, he designs like a thing that can like mess with Spider-Man's like spider senses, so that they don't work properly.
Yeah. Just
in case he ever had to fight Spider-Man. And I'm sorry if I'm not getting this 100% correct. I apologise. Something like, so who's to say that he wouldn't be prepared to fight Superman?
Oh yeah, but then again, we've got the Flash. The Flash could easily just leg it past, grab the kryptonite, and wing it into miles away, so Superman could then... No, that's the thing actually. He'd have to hate it out at all times, because Superman can just go super speed and punch him in the face before he can do anything.
Well, no, because he could build it into, like, I don't know, the fists of his arm or something.
Oh yeah, but then, it's like, he could just super speed away.
Well, he could, then how's he going to do anything?
Well, no, the thing is, right, I'm trying to think, the Justice League has got he's got Flash, they've got Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it's Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, the Flash, Green Arrow, Green Lantern.
Yeah,
I don't know, but like, it's harder to like define like who the Avengers are, because there's like the movie Avengers, there's like the West Coast Avengers, the normal Avengers, but even in that there's like, you know, people like go and leave, come and leave. It's like,
the thing is,
pretty hard to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like the Justice League would win in a fight just for the sheer fact that Wonder Woman, she has super strength?
I'm pretty sure again, I'm not a comic reader, so I'm sorry if I get this wrong, but isn't Wonder Woman just Superman, but she's not an alien? Or is she? No, I don't think she is an alien.
I'm pretty sure she's just she's an Amazon. I can't that for a fact. Can she fly? She shouldn't.
Well, why, if she can fly, why does she have an invisible jet?
I'm pretty sure the original can't fly, and she's just got super strength because she's an Amazon. I think that's it. I think that's the original. Anyway, if she's got super strength and she doesn't get weakened by kryptonite, even if she doesn't have super speed, the Flash can literally grab her and just bring her to Iron Man, where she would then punch him in the face.
But then again, they could like put some bullcrap where like the radiation that like the Hulk emits some like random radiation that's similar to like what's given off by kryptonite or something. So, you know, Superman can't do anything about the Hulk.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing, though. He could easily just get them when he could just run away. he can run literally light speed.
Yeah, but that's not winning. Like,
Oh yeah, but no, he doesn't need to win in a straight up fight as soon as they come and start fighting. I mean, come on, they could hit anybody. I mean, Spider-Man could literally just shoot his web at folks' eyes or something. Or Wonder Woman could punch them in the face. Flash could just lightning round them and create like a vacuum so they can't breathe anymore.
Well, I was having this discussion with somebody else, and who do you think would win in a fight? Iron Man or Batman?
Batman.
How? Like, well, what makes you say that?
But you know what? I will say this in two ways. One, who has the better power, who will win in a power type thing, it would be Iron Man. But I would say Batman would win because Batman is awesome and he's just that good.
I mean, Batman's okay, but
it would depend on the situation. Batman's mainly a stealthy person.
Yeah.
Like, he's stealth. He's like, I don't kind of folk have seen the films. I'm not going to go into it because I hadn't seen the films for a couple.
The Christopher Nolan films or the previous films?
The Dark Knight.
Okay, the Christopher Nolan films.
I didn't kind of. Anyway,
that's who they were.
Like, they films I liked.
Yeah, they were good. The Dark Knight's like.
I really liked the films. Anyway, like that, he was always sneaky, like in the shadows, in the dark.
Yeah.
So he would win if it was just like, if there was just like, right, we're going to need to fight. He would probably be able to win just by sneaking up on him and just beating the crap out of him before he notices.
Like, if it was just like, right, you're fighting, but it wasn't like, you take them to a ring and then fight.
Yeah, if it was just they were right next to each other, they have to fight, Iron Man would win, hands down. I mean, come on.
Yeah, probably because, well, I don't know, because then they could just put some crap that's like, oh yeah, Batman prepared for this and has someone on his belt that can...
No, the thing is, like, it's not always prepared. I like the Dark Knight films because it wasn't like he just magically prepared for it. He made logical things. Like, his armour, it was like, it's too heavy, I need more mobility. So he got that.
So
like, he was like...
got rid of, like, the rubber cowl.
Yeah. It was just like, I need more mobility, I can sacrifice the protection for it.
Yeah. Whereas,
I do find it funny because he gets like a massive jet. It's like, yes!
Yeah. It's like, alright then.
It's like, who needs the car? Who needs the motorbike? I have a jet now.
I would think the car is pretty cool though.
That is
like, that's like...
I love the fact that the car is like, oh, my car's fucked. I'll just go into my motorbike and get ejected from my car.
Yeah, he doesn't have the car in the last film, I don't think.
Yeah, he's got a jet thing. Well, not a jet.
He's got
it's a plane.
Well, it's not a plane. It's
a heliplane.
I know it's not a jet, but it's more like a helicopter because it has rotors.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it know like underneath it?
Yeah, which is really weird.
It's a hover. It's a hover car.
I wouldn't say it's a hover car either.
It is a hover car,
but like imagine because it's quite weird because like. The older Batman films, like Batman and Robin's, like considered like one of the worst films, like especially Batman films ever.
Oh god, that's hilarious! That just with Robin, the gayest person in the history of ever.
Well, if you go like the old like Adam West Batman, it's pretty gay. Like,
is that not just bam, smash?
It's good. It's funny to like watch it because I remember like on one episodes like Catwoman like puts them, like knocks them out, and then like, she puts them in like a giant coffee. You know those things where you like it's like a coffee machine. It's got like a jar, and then you pour the coffee out. She puts them in like a giant one of them, and then like when Robin wakes up, he's like, "Holy caffeine, Batman!" And it's just like, what the hell?
That's quite.
And then there's the whole bat nipples thing, which is But then on the other end of the spectrum, The Dark Knight's considered like one of the best superhero films like ever made.
And you've got Man of Steel, the Superman version of that.
What do you mean Superman version of that? Like,
well, it's like the Dark Knight was all gritty, it was dark. Then Superman done that.
Yeah, I don't know. People a lot of people were really disappointed with Superman, but
I've not seen Man of Steel yet. I just find it funny.
A lot better than the other ones. I'll say that.
I just find it funny how I'm pretty sure on it did hang it as it was just like pretty much Christopher Nolan. This is a film by him.
Yeah. Like,
It's like he done it to Batman.
Any film he directs, like, because I watched this thing, it's like, because he made, like, so many good films, like, to name, like, a couple, like, the Dark Knight trilogy and Inception. And
there's also, like, my brother's got a pack, like, he's got a decent amount of his films in it. He's got Inception, the Dark Knight trilogy, it's Memento, which is about a dude who loses his memory, and like it's a film that like starts at the end, then goes back.
Alright, that's kind of weird.
It's a good film, and it's pretty much he has to memorise everything just by notes and pictures.
Right.
But in another film was The Prestige, which is about it's two magicians who are just in a constant like war with each other.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's like one up in the other.
Yeah, is that not kind of like what it's a kind of new film with Owen Wilson in it? It's like the Magnificent Mr. Wilson or something? I can't remember the name. But
yeah, I can't understand it.
The point I was trying to make is, because each of these films are like getting good, the bar just keeps getting like raised each time he makes a new film, so it's like, it's kind of hard to like do better because the bar is like so high.
Yeah. Now, we're nearing an hour, so I think we
are nearing an hour.
Should try and wrap it up.
Unless any of us have anything else to say. I can't really think of anything off my head.
I don't have anything, so...
So, if you like this, please comment and tell us.
Comment, like, subscribe, all those nonsense.
Yeah, please subscribe, you know, if you enjoyed this, that is. Comment if you didn't like it, or you have anything to say. You know, just tell us if, you know, you're like, oh, Rob, don't talk as much. Shorter episodes.
Look, if you honestly didn't like your voice, just commenting like that, I really don't. Just comment on it.
Tell your friends about us as well, please. Share it on, Twitter or whatever. Speaking of Twitter, we have a we have a Twitter account now, at Random Gamers Podcast, but it's RNDMGM, RS Podcast, because...
Yeah, link it in the description.
I'll link it in the description. And I think that's it.
Yep. So
also, new intro this week, not as bad as last week's intro, which was pretty bad. I think you agree, Liam.
Yep, pretty bad.
Made by me. Actually.
Yep, you're the only person who made it. You take all the blame. So, right, signing off.
Bye bye.